Good morning, guys. Good morning from outside. I'm out here taking Yachty for a short little walk. It's hot and the air quality isn't very good, but I'm going to step out for a minute. I don't know what is wrong with that bird. Because it is nice, like beautifully sunny day. So we're just going to take a short little walk down to the tennis courts and back. I don't see the bird, but it's mad. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I woke up this morning. Well, it started last night, but I woke up this morning with my left shoulder and my neck hurting really bad. I'm not sure why. I think that I slept on it wrong. Can I help you? I hope you guys hear this bird. I'm not sure if I slept on it wrong or what, but my left shoulder is not happy. My neck, I took Tylenol and it kind of went away in my neck, but my shoulder still hurts, but it's fine. So just gonna enjoy a little sunshine and a short little walk. Probably upload my vlog from my phone today. As far as the fish feeder, first of all, I'm not sure why, but comments got disabled on my video yesterday. I didn't play any music or anything, so I'm not sure what that was about, but I didn't disable comments, that YouTube did it. But anyway, my fish feeder still hasn't fed the counter yet, if you want to know what I'm talking about. Watch yesterday's video. But hopefully it'll work, and I was just doing more research last night about betta fish, and this is the first time since I've had them we're going away, so I don't know, I'll figure something out, but anyway, just kind of keeping an eye on it, but not stressing about it like I was yesterday. So, but yeah, it's a beautiful day, spring is in the air, time change is very close, and we're going to enjoy a walk, right, Yachty? The world's laziest dog, literally. He'll lay on the couch all day if you let him. Just heard my little barred owl friend. Yachty, keep walking. Which is kind of weird. I didn't think you could hear owls during the daylight, but he lives somewhere back here. And I've been hearing coyotes too, which is kind of strange. I was used to hearing that in Arkansas, but not in Florida. But we do have a abandoned golf course behind us, so I'm sure they love it there. But kind of gives me like this almost jungly, foresty feel with all the trees and then the abandoned golf course. I don't know, it's like nature, but anyway, so I like it. You guys, just came back in from that short walk, and I think spring is over in Florida. It is hot outside, and I kind of knew this was coming. You know, we get our spring February, January, and then summer until about November. It was still so sad to see those 60-degree and 70-degree days leave, and it just be hot and humid for the most of the rest of the year. You know, it has its perks, like at the peak of summer, we don't get dark till 8:30, sometimes almost 9 o'clock, which is craziness. Like it's very trippy for it to be 9 o'clock and like just getting dark. But at the same time, the weather can be so, you want winter back. My ideal scenario would be to have the winter temps with the long days, but unfortunately that doesn't work that way. Hey guys, I'm actually, like I said, not going to do anything for us today, so I'm just going to end the vlog here. It's kind of crazy the time of year, not just because of the weather, but just because of comparing it to last year and 2 years ago. You know, as relative to last year, or 2 years ago, it's been 2 years since quarantine, which is just crazy. And for the most part, I don't really think about COVID anymore. You know, I'm fully vaccinated plus the booster, so that gives me a sense of security. Plus, I mean, like I wear a mask and stuff, but it's not the overwhelming, crushing fear it used to be. I think it's just life, I guess. So I'm thankful that even though it's not, you know, gone, at least it doesn't give me anxiety anymore. So it's a very good thing. But it's just weird. I think it's been 2 years. And then comparative to last year, for two reasons, not so much for March, but yes, March as well. This was like the last month before my life changed, which is just weird in two ways. You know, I lost Panda on April 5th of last year to basically what is blood cancer. It's hemangiosarcoma, but it was in his spleen, around his heart, and I think his liver. that basically it's cancer of the blood vessels. So obviously that is just very, very strange to me that it's been almost a year without him, and it's sad, but so that's one thing. And then the other thing is, this was my last month before I started the blood sugar stuff. And that is not really sad to me. That is just crazy to think about now. It's almost been a year, because it was soon after I lost Panda. I think it was like a week later. I went into the hospital for what I didn't know what was going on, really. And it turned out to get the, we just knew at that time I was having a lot of low blood sugar. So that's when I started on the meter and stuff. And then when I went to my CF appointment that June of last year is when I got the Dexcom, and they did the ICU stay and diagnosed the reactive hypoglycemia. But I mean, technically, even though I didn't know it at that point, April of last year is when I started having the reactive hypoglycemia. So it's, there's proof of it, I just had one. But it's very strange. Very strange to think about. It's been almost a year with that. And I think in the beginning it was very overwhelming, because I'd never had to deal with issues like that before. But now that I understand it better, now that I know how to take care of it, it's really not that big of a deal. It frustrates me sometimes, and it's sometimes scary. My blood sugar is like 30 something. Don't recommend that. But for the most part, it is just life, and it's not a big deal. I will say I still get these little, not when I'm using the lancets and stuff, like I legitimately don't care about pricking my fingers anymore. But I still get this little twinge of like anxiety right before I put on the Dexcom, not at any point whatsoever, except for when I'm about to push that orange button. And then after I push the button, I'm fine. It's just this little like split second of panic, but I'm sure that'll get better too. Let's see, it's been since June, so I have done many, many Dexcoms and many, many more finger pricks, because each pack of needles is 100, and I would say I've had to maybe close to 1,000 at this point, which is crazy. But yeah, so this month is kind of weird, but this year represents a good thing, and that is my next nephew is going to be born in 2 weeks. So it is rewriting March's history. So anyway, with that, thank you guys so much for coming along on my day today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.